We start this week with the dawn of a new era in Formula One. The world's most glamorous sport breaks new ground, travelling to Bahrain for the first race in the Middle East. The third round of the year will be on a state-of-the-art circuit built in record time in the middle of the desert.
Well, we haven't got anything in that part of the world, and I've been looking to go to somewhere in the Middle East and the Gulf for a long, long time. So we were lucky when the people from Bahrain come along, and we thought that was the right place to be. It's going to be a really magic, lovely circuit, and they've done a super job. I think we've got to move east. You know, I genuinely believe that unless Europe wakes up, certainly in the next few years, we will be a third world economy. We won't be able to compete with China and Korea and maybe India, places like that. Got to wake up in Europe.
Eccleston, Formula One's commercial supremo, has said that there are several countries keen to replace races in danger of being axed as a result of European Union anti-tobacco legislation. Unlike the venue for the Olympic Games in Athens, construction of the new track went smoothly.
This is considered to be the largest government-backed project in Bahrain so far, and I think we're happy to say that we've completed it in 485 days. And the main worry was the Iraqi war and maybe falling behind schedule, but we've maintained the 2% ahead of schedule throughout the project, so we were happy that's completed.
It's a tremendous achievement. I think it's the result of many hundreds, if not thousands, of people's man-hours being put into a project that has really radically transformed not only what people's expectations are, what is possible in a small country like Bahrain, but I think of the region, specifically the Middle East. We're very proud to have a world-class venue, and even more proud that we're going to have a world-class event in the coming few weeks.
The first racetrack of its kind in the Arab world was opened by the ruler of Bahrain, His Majesty the King Shaikh bin Hamad Isa Al Khalifa. Former Grand Prix driver Jean Alesi drove Juan Manuel Fangio's 1955 Mercedes Benz 196 Streamliner on a demonstration lap of the 5.4-kilometre track. Frenchman Alesi raced for several teams, including Ferrari, Jordan, Benetton, and for his Ferrari teammate Alain Prost. He won the Monteral Grand Prix on his 31st birthday in 1995 and now drives a Mercedes in the German GTM Touring Car Championship.
As a big fan of motor racing, I just can say thank you to the people who make our sport big, like it is at the moment in Bahrain. There is two possibilities to organize a Formula One Grand Prix, or using facilities like middle of the city and doing something in between, or going on the hardest way, like in Bahrain, which is starting from zero and making maybe one of the best circuits in the world.
The historic Silver Arrow was driven by legends like 5-time world champion Fangio and Alberto Ascari. BMW Williams test driver Marc Genet and Alesi then took to the track for an historic showdown, an exhibition time trial between last year's Williams FW25 and the Saudi Williams FW07. This was the car that gave Alan Jones his 1980 world title.
Well, it's very important because I've been trying to do something in the Middle East for a long time. And we sort of nearly got there at different occasions and missed for whatever the reasons have been. I can't even remember now. But it is very, very important. It's one part of the world which is obviously a big, important part of the world, and we need to be there. And I'm very happy that it's Bahrain.
The $150 million track was designed by Herman Tilke, who also designed Malaysia's Sepang circuit.
The design challenge was, first of all, that we are in the desert, and we are in an Arabic country. This is a big challenge because we cannot do something that's already present in Europe. We have to design something so that people recognize we are in an Arabic country. So this was the difficulty. And also the sand, of course. We are in the middle of the desert. So this was challenging too.
Sir Jackie Stewart had a chance meeting on a flight in 1999 and the seeds of the track were sown.
I suppose it all started when I met the Crown Prince of Bahrain on Concorde, going from New York to London. I was sitting there, I recognized him, but I didn't know who he was. He went back to his seat in the plane and during the flight came up to say hello because he was a big enthusiast of motorsport. And I suppose that's when the seed was planted. He also came as a guest of the Stuart Ford team to the Italian Grand Prix at Monza, and that was his first Grand Prix that he saw behind the scenes. And he came and stayed the whole weekend with us and got so excited about it. He went back to Bahrain and here we have what we see today.
Drivers will have to deal with searing heat and possibly sand on the track. Organisers used high-grip asphalt, making this the most sophisticated venue on the calendar.